child by chance?
I am not an only child, but I have always had my own room. So.
Okay, gotcha. What is something, you're a freshman, nobody really knows much about you. What's something about you, other than, hey, I play football, I play quarterback, what's something about you that maybe people don't know?
So, I'm definitely the best Madden player you know.
It's a bold statement.
It's bold, but I, like you said, you got to have confidence. So that is something I have a lot of confidence in. Donovan can vouch for me. He sees me play at night every single night, on the verge of breaking controllers every single night. So.
Okay, when did you start playing Madden?
Ever since I was younger. My older brothers were always into football, so just like in everything, they used to kick my butt in it, and because of that, I always just played it a lot. Bought every single one since like Madden 06. So. Definitely been a big game that I want to be good at every single year.
It made you better. Okay, so you've got brothers. Okay, so tell me. Okay, so where do you lie then with the siblings?
I got two older brothers. Who are both out of college now. Then it's me, and then I have a younger sister who is a sophomore in high school.
Gotcha. Did your brothers play football?
They did up until high school. They played through high school. Quit going to college.
Gotcha. Who is maybe like the biggest influence in your life in terms of playing football? And it could be just that your brothers played football first and you're just following in their footsteps.
Yeah, I mean it was really. I mean that was a big part of it was them playing, and because they played when I was like really little, we all had the football highlights. Sports centers or the NFL Lives or whatever. Maybe Herm Edwards on TV. Playing in the house all the time, and so I would sit there, watching it all the time. Became a big Peyton Manning fan. That became like kind of my role model, and so I always wanted to be like him. So I started playing football, started playing quarterback.
How cool is it to play for Herm Edwards?
Really cool. It was kind of surreal even when he came in for the house visit. It's just like I've been watching you on TV for years. A little bit surreal, but I mean, he's a really personable guy, down to earth. He's awesome, and it's a big part of why I came here.
I heard about those house visits with Herm Edwards, that suddenly you got 20, 30 other relatives that just happened to be in town at the same time. Was that your case too?
We did not have relatives. We of course had friends that were like, hey, maybe I'll stop by. And
exactly,
like, hey, yeah. No, you won't. But yeah, definitely everybody wants to meet him, and I don't blame them. He's a really cool guy.
I apologize, this question was asked earlier, but just talk about the acclimation, not only on the field but off the field, being here on campus for a little under a month.
It's been kind of crazy, to say the least. Finding all my classes, doing all the football stuff. I'm doing like adult things now. And when I went and set up a bank account, I had no idea what I was doing.
Adulting.
Just sitting there like, all right, yeah. Really just doing all that, just adjusting to living on your own. I think that's really the biggest thing.
Is that really the most eye-opening thing in this whole process, just the adulting part of it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I've just never lived on my own before, so it's like just sitting there like, wow, I got to do my own laundry, that kind of stuff. I think that's probably the most difficult part, just like everybody going to college.
I know this question probably was asked earlier, but just talk about how easy or hard is it to maintain a relationship with 3 other quarterbacks, 2 of them the same exact class as you, and the competition is absolutely wide open between all 4 of you?
Not hard at all. We're all teammates. We all want the best for this program. So we're all just working on bettering ourselves right now, and that's the same thing that we'll do in spring ball, just try to keep improving ourselves so that we can improve this team. And I think when everybody works their hardest, they'll be happy wherever the chips fall.
Best of luck adulting.
Thank you.
As far as the relationship with Rob Likens, I mean, just talk about the relationship you had with him as your recruiting coach. What obviously you liked a lot of things about his personality, his style of recruiting that made you a Sun Devil, but can you maybe mention some of those?
Absolutely. Biggest thing for me was he was always upfront and honest about everything that happened. Energetic, as you know, really loves football. Just seemed like a great guy to play for the next 4 years.
When you look at this offense, Joey, why do you think it really can suit your skill set and really bring the best out of you?
I think it's just because it's a lot of what I did in high school. It's got everything in it, and I did everything in high school. It's obviously a spread offense, so it's got all those passing concepts. It's got RPO game. It's got zone read. 5-step pass game, and then also it has an aspect of under center, which I did all my junior year. And I think that we were like the last high school to to ever do under center football. So I think that that's really helped me out, especially at that point in my recruiting process.
So talking about RPO, I guess you want to really break the myth that Joey Yellen cannot be mobile out of the pocket. I guess you want to prove some people wrong over there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm not going to be pulling the ball running for 80 yards. If we're doing that, we're not playing a very good football team. But yeah, I'm definitely planning on keeping the defense honest. You know, if that DN crashes, I can pull and I can get some yards, keep them honest. But we're not really going to probably put me in a lot of situations where we're doing that. You know, I think that the offense is going to be kind of curtailed to, you know, whatever quarterback plays.
You probably had preconceived notions coming into the situation again. Two of the quarterbacks in the same class. A guy like Dylan Sterling Cole has been waiting patiently for his opportunity. You probably, again, had some preconceived notions of what it's going to be like once you're here interacting with all those three guys. Have those interactions met your expectations for what you thought it was going to be like in December than it is now in January?
You know, the situation was kind of like, it's so different, so weird. I wasn't 100% sure what it was going to be like, but one thing I'll say is that I'm pleasantly surprised. The quarterbacks have all been great. You know, we're all becoming, you know, good friends. Dylan's been awesome being a leader, you know, inviting us out to every throwing session that we're doing, put us all in a group chat and all that good stuff. So he's been awesome for all of us.
Okay.